Have you ever had one of those mornings where you wake up, and you're already tired? Like your energy slipped out the back door overnight. Maybe your heart skips a beat now and then, or you feel a little off balance when you stand up. It's easy to chalk it up to just getting older, but what if your body's been trying to tell you something important? You're not alone if you've wondered whether these changes are normal, or signs of something more serious. And if you've ever felt unsure about when to speak up or what to look for, this video is for you. And hey, if you're on this journey of healthy aging, life after 60, and want a space that's all about real talk, staying strong, and living fully, hit that subscribe button. You belong here. I know it's not easy. You might be dealing with little things that don't seem big enough to mention, like needing to catch your breath after doing the laundry, or forgetting a word mid-sentence and pretending it didn't happen. Maybe your legs feel weaker than they used to, or your mood just isn't what it was. And sometimes, the hardest part isn't even the physical stuff, it's feeling like no one else notices. Like your body is changing but the world expects you to keep going, smiling, and saying you're fine. You're not making it up. You're not overreacting. These changes are real, and they matter. Whether you're navigating life after 60 or adjusting to a new retirement routine, it's okay to feel unsure sometimes. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to feel good in your body again. Here's the good news, it's not too late. Not even close. Your body is still listening. And often, the smallest shift, a daily walk, a better breakfast, a quick chat with your doctor, can start to turn things around. You'd be amazed how much better you can feel just by paying attention to what your body's been whispering. Staying healthy after 60 doesn't have to mean huge changes. It's about little choices that build into something stronger. And your best days? They might still be ahead of you. One of the biggest lies we're told about aging is that it's all downhill, that slowing down, feeling tired, or being forgetful is just part of getting old. But no. That's not the full story. Aging doesn't mean you have to lose your spark. It doesn't mean you stop growing, or feeling strong, or living with purpose. In fact, this chapter, Life After 60, can be one of the most powerful times in your life, if you know how to care for yourself in a way that works for you. Let's talk about 5 health signals that a lot of people brush off after 60, but really shouldn't. These aren't meant to scare you. They're here to give you power. Because when you know what to look out for, you're already one step ahead. The first one is fatigue that just doesn't go away. I'm not talking about being tired after a busy day, that's normal. I mean that deep, heavy kind of tired, the kind that's still there even after a good night's sleep. If getting through the day feels harder than it used to, that could be a sign of something more serious. It might be anemia, thyroid imbalance, or even sleep apnea. The point is, your body is trying to say something. And you deserve to feel energized, not just getting by. The second signal is unexpected weight changes. Losing or gaining weight without trying may not feel like a big deal, but it could be your metabolism reacting to changes in your heart, kidneys, or blood sugar. Sometimes, these shifts are the earliest warning signs of diabetes or a problem with your digestion. You don't need to obsess over the scale, but if your clothes suddenly fit differently, or you've noticed a change in appetite, that's worth a conversation with your doctor. Another one that gets ignored all the time is frequent dizziness or feeling off balance. If you've ever stood up and had to grab the wall for a second, or felt like your body is just a little unsteady, don't brush it off. That could be a drop in blood pressure, an issue with your inner ear, or even a reaction to medication. A small stumble might seem harmless, but falls are one of the biggest risks for seniors. Staying steady is part of staying independent after 60, and you can absolutely improve balance with the right support. Then there's an irregular heartbeat. This one can be tricky, because it might feel like a quick flutter, or just a strange little thump now and then. But changes in your heartbeat, especially if they happen often, could point to a heart rhythm issue like atrial fibrillation. The good news? It's manageable when caught early. If your heart feels off, write it down, track it, and bring it up. You're not being dramatic, you're being smart. And finally, let's talk about changes in your memory or mood. This one can be the hardest to admit, but noticing you're forgetting things more often, or feeling more anxious or down than usual, isn't something to hide. These shifts are common, but they're also not something you have to just accept. Sometimes it's as simple as a medication side effect. Other times, it's your brain asking for a bit more care, like better sleep, more social time, or even brain exercises. And sometimes, yes, it's the early stage of something deeper. But knowing sooner means more time, more options, and more control. So no, you're not overthinking it. Your body is wise. It talks to you in these little ways, and if you've been feeling like something's off lately, please listen to that voice. Your health doesn't have to fade quietly in the background. You can take charge of your well-being, whether it's getting a checkup, tweaking your morning routine, or simply talking to someone you trust. Healthy aging isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about noticing what matters, and choosing not to ignore it. I'll never forget a man I met at a community center a few years back. His name was Harold. He was 72, retired, and said he hadn't felt truly good in his body for almost a decade. He figured everything he was feeling, low energy, shortness of breath, dizzy spells, was just part of getting old. It's just how it is after 70, he told me. But then one day, he fainted in his garden. It turned out he had a heart condition that had been quietly building for years. The doctor told him that if he had come in just a few months earlier, they could have avoided a lot of damage. That shook him. What I remember most is what he said afterward. I ignored every signal, he admitted. But once I started listening to my body again, I started living again. Today, Harold's back to walking every morning. He's got energy, confidence, and a sparkle in his eye that wasn't there before. And it all started with paying attention to the little things. So if something feels off in your body, don't wait for it to get louder. You deserve to feel alive, not just exist. Let me ask you something, and take a quiet moment to really think about it. When was the last time you truly listened to your body, not just noticed a symptom, but paused and asked, what do I need right now? It's so easy to go through the motions, especially in life after retirement, where routines become familiar and days can blend together. But beneath all that, your body still speaks. Sometimes in whispers, like a tightness in your chest when you're stressed. Other times, in louder ways, like pain, fatigue, or forgetfulness. Here's the question I'd love for you to sit with today. What's one small change your body has been asking for lately? Maybe it's more rest. Maybe it's movement. Maybe it's just a bit of kindness, from yourself. Feel free to share your answer in the comments. Not just for you, but because someone else out there might need to hear it, too. You'd be amazed how healing it is to put that thought into words, and how comforting it is to know others are walking this same path with you. I hope this video has helped you feel more confident in paying attention to the little things your body is telling you. You don't have to wait for a crisis to make changes. Every small step you take towards better health is a victory, and you're never too late to start. Before you go, I want to invite you to watch our next video. It's going to dive deep into something many people after 65 don't even realize is draining their energy, the silent mistake that's quietly affecting your health and what to do about it. It's something so many seniors overlook, but once you know, it's game-changing. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss another helpful tip. I'm here to share practical wisdom that helps you thrive, and I'd love for you to be part of this community. By subscribing, you're joining a space where we all care about living with purpose, health, and dignity, even as we age. Take care of yourself today, because you matter. And if you're ready to keep learning how to feel better and stronger, hit that notification bell so we can continue this journey together. Before we wrap up, I want to take a moment to remind you that you're not in this alone. The journey of healthy aging is something we all walk together, and this space is here for you to share, learn, and support one another. Whether you've just started making changes or you've been on this path for a while, your experience matters. If you have a story about how you've been listening to your body or making small adjustments to improve your health, I'd love for you to share it in the comments below. Your experience might just be the encouragement someone else needs to take their first step toward better health. Let's keep this conversation going, so we all feel empowered in our later years, with more joy and independence. You might be surprised by how powerful it feels to connect with someone else who's in the same boat, whether it's about overcoming fatigue, dealing with a new diagnosis, or simply learning to embrace the little changes that make a big difference. Remember, we're a community, and we've got this. As we close today, I want to leave you with this: you are not behind. You're not stuck. In fact, you're becoming more you every single day, wiser, stronger, and more in tune with what your body needs. Aging doesn't mean fading away. It means stepping into a new chapter, one where you have the opportunity to rewrite your own story, make healthier choices, and keep finding ways to thrive. No matter where you are on this journey, it's never too late to begin again or to make the changes that will lead you to a brighter, healthier tomorrow. You're doing the best you can, and that's enough. And remember, every little step counts. Whether it's taking a walk today or just listening to your body a bit more closely, you're moving forward, and that's what matters most. Thank you for being here today. I'm proud of you for making your health and well-being a priority. Keep going, because your best days are still ahead.